Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher Circus, and today we are going to be playing with a classic stress team. And we're playing against an opponent who shall remain unnamed, who is playing what looks eerily like a hit squad, except it has a stun abomination position 3. Very neat. Very neat, I like it. I am playing a very classic stress team with some very classic choices, which we're just about to see here. And let me tell you, I am gonna regret picking them for this matchup, but you know, this is Ancient Butcher Circus. This is a 2020 stress team being played. This is called the Zedas Stress Comp. It was played by Zedas, who I never actually got to see play, but I got to see a person named Sis playing it, and he brought the doggy with the maximum amount of pressure with the attack whistle and the crimson hook. Sometimes also brought the pit fighter's helm on the doggy, but we're not running it here because we've already run out of pit fighter's helm. He brought the men at arms with the insignia of rank, which is very important for the bellows, and he brought it with a crimson hook. And now this looks absolutely deranged because it is, but the reasoning for this crimson hook here is that when your doggy goes for the Hound's Harries, you want to do the maximum amount of stress possible, so he goes Crimson Hook. At a certain point of him playing this team, he kind of just realized he just had to do the most amount of stress possible. And to do that, since he was pretty much pressing Bellow anyway... Oh yeah, I shouldn't have gone for the guard. He has that stun chance over there. Whoops. But yeah, since he was... Wait. Wait, this is gonna sound really dumb, but this is actually the move. We're gonna transform move back. Yeah, this is not something that people in 2020 would have done, but we're gonna try it. So yeah, I went guard there, so I actually have decent prot, so that's nice. Yeah, he figured out that he needed the extra stress so much that he actually brought the Crimson Hook, so you do 15 stress with the men at arms as well on each character that was bled by the Houndmaster. Of course, it's a terrible idea because you want like some level of defense on the men at arms, like Numbing Instance or Rand Secure or Pitfire's Helm. And if you really want to go for the stress that much, you just bring like a Carnival Mask. It gives you 14 stress and you get a bit of accuracy out of it too. It's just generally a lot better. But yeah, he just went for something that was very different back then, and you know, if it's stupid but it works, it ain't stupid, and it very much worked. It was one of his best teams. My Abomination here has 40 prot. Dude, that is so much prot, it's so beautiful. I'm actually gonna go for my Houndmaster turn early. The reason I'm doing this is because I don't want to eat another punish, so by me doing this, I make sure that I don't drop to this sword this round because of a punish, because it's never gonna hit me for 13. If he had gone punish immediately, then I would have been bled, and then by the time I clicked, I would drop to that sword and have to go harry that sword and immediately die. Now they're gonna have to spend a punish and something else, and then to finish him to make me die. It's a bit of a shame because I don't get to immediately go Bile with my Abomination, but you know, it's a sacrifice that I'm willing to make here. Okay, they might go Bile themselves, because at this point it's quite nice, because I have a lot of prot on my Crusader. They want to kind of just... Okay, no, they go Sound the Crusader, interestingly. Very interestingly, I might add, very interestingly. I think I'm okay with this. I'm just gonna de-transform and go Bile here. I think Bile here is fine. Let's get some pressure going. And yeah, with their front line, people just used to run Stress Crusader. Actually, he might have run Generalist Crusader. It is possible. They ran Generalist Crusader with like a Sacred Blade and the Rite of Execution, then the Stun and the Zealous rather than going for the Bulwark of Light. But here I'm running with the Bulwark of Light and the Pit Writ for that 55 prot and the Abomination. People actually used to run Pitfire's Helm on him a lot because they knew he was squishy and they wanted to make him a bit more like Crusader level of tankiness to get the Retrospective transformations off. So people already know that Retrospective is freaking nasty. So they actually brought Pitfire's Helm on him quite often to try and make him survive. Nowadays we just like give the men at arms some defensive trinkets and give someone else like some healing trinkets to help him survive. But yeah, and back then it was just those choices. We're gonna click the Crusader here. Doesn't really matter who I click at this point. Yeah, just gotta click, let things play out, right? They might go Mark Shot on my Abomination. I see that happening. Try and prevent the second transformation. This looks like a good player. But they are in a bad matchup. They have a Flagellant with Spiked Bat Reclaim. Yeah, with Spiked Bat Punish, so this isn't even near as bad as it looks, even near as bad as it could be if they didn't have this, Spiked Bat. But then again, I don't have Rand Secure Roll, so it's not like I would ever be able to do anything that crazy. But yeah, oh, beautiful riposte. 9/11 every video. Beautiful freaking riposte. That means my Abomination's actually doing quite well. Once again, we're gonna click my doggy before I drop to the store. This way I keep my accuracy. I can go for another Houndsarian. This is a lot of pressure we've caused. All of their characters are in generally bad shape in terms of amounts of DOT and everything else that they've taken. And they're also in very bad shape in terms of stress. They're gonna go Manacles on here. Do I heal that is the question. Do I heal that is the question, or do I go for a Holy Lance? I think I heal that, because the Flagellant might not do enough damage. Yeah, it might not do 5. It's unlikely, but it might not do 5, and I heal myself for free. So I think just delaying the match a little bit here is good. So yeah, they're I do go first, right? Yeah, they're gonna go Punish. Yeah, they do 7 damage. Yeah, they have 5 to 10 on this. With the Prot, it's probably like a 3 to 8. So, you know, the doggy is gonna die here, unless I go Guard, but is it worth it? I go first, start of next round, so kinda. It is kinda worth it. Let's see, they have Caltrops, but I don't think they do enough damage, and they eat a Repulse for it, so that's not too nice of them. But is it really worth it to go for the Guard here? I don't really think so, honestly. I think just making him afflicted and maybe praying for an act out is better. Yeah, because like even if I go Guard here, they will be able to get the kill. Yeah, they will be able to get the kill because I'm stunned already. I'm stunned for round 4. If I weren't stunned for round 4, I'd definitely go for the Guard. But I'm already stunned for round 4. Not really too much I can do about this. Okay, maybe an Affliction saves me. They go Fearful. There's a chance. There is a chance that the Affliction saves me. It doesn't. They can't miss. Yeah, my doggy is gone, which is unfortunate, but you know, such is the way of the Butcher's Circus. I'm just gonna transform and probably go for a push on the Bounty Hunter here. I don't really have any damage left, unfortunately, because I did lose my doggies, so a lot of the pressure that I've done is kind of just gonna be at that point, and after I run out of bleeds, my bellows are basically one trinketed. The Crimson Hook stops mattering, unless Flagellant goes like Reclaim or something, but yeah, Gauntlet of Absolution, it's just Gauntlet of Absolution, doesn't make a difference. Oh, okay, that's a very beautiful push. That means I can use my cells immediately. That is a very nice push. That is a very nice push. I'm considering healing myself here, but I'm just gonna go for the kill on that BH. I think going for the kill on that BH is a safer move generally. So let's go for that. 25, and you know it's a stun as well. Oh shit! I failed a stun and a kill. The lack of justice is astounding me. Okay, they went Selfish with the Arbals, which is nice. Masochistic with the Abomination. Oh, that is nice. Yeah, Masochistic with the Abomination is not that great for me, but you know, 8180. Not really gonna complain too much. Their Bola should do like 0 damage, so I'm not really too worried. I'm not too worried about their Bola. Not too worried whatsoever, but it could push my Crusader back again, which would be bad. But it doesn't. It doesn't. Okay, I'm thinking of going Guard here again. If they go, they can go like Stun or Guardbreak or anything really, but if I go for another Bellow, they might not do 6 damage with like whatever they want to use. So yeah, let's go for another Bellow here. Let's do Stress. Let's do Stress. And it is a lot of stress, let's be honest. It is a lot of stress that these Bellows with Crimson Hook can do. It sure is, but dealing with Flagellants, like, Flagellants weren't this back in 2020. This didn't exist. It did exist, but people didn't play it. People didn't play Flagellant like this, so it wasn't really a concern for stress teams back then. No, not an actual concern. They have all the healing on their Flagellant, right? I think they do. Okay, this Abomination's in terrible freaking shape. So is their Bounty Hunter. The Arbals is a bit more fine. That's a self-hit. Holy shit, that is a big self-hit. Okay. That's fearful and a lot of damage debuffs. Okay, extra stress, beautiful. There's no world in which they do 4 damage. Like, there's no world in which that happens. Go for it, though. Go for it. I dare you. They're gonna go for it. What? What the fuck does he do 8 damage? He had minus 90% damage on him, and he does that. That's insane, dude. How the frick does he do that? Okay, I have no idea. I'm just gonna guard with my Men-at-Arms here. Also, some name changes. The Men-at-Arms got a name change because the other one wasn't really referencing anything, and the Abomination also got a name change. which I also invite you to get the references out of both of these. This one's very easy, right? It's just a Google search away. This one might also be a Google search away, honestly. Not too sure. No way. Yeah, no fucking way, dude. Like, come on. Okay, they get to bleed on my Crusader because there's no justice in this world. When I go for that, I never get to bleed, but, you know, itty what itty. I'm gonna go Zealous here, which is really very much a wasted Zealous, but, you know, what can I do? I'm clearing the corpse, clueless. I've used both my transformations. I can go Manacles. I can go Manacles on this BH. Yeah, and they've lost their stunner, so... They have lost their stunner, they have lost their guard breaker, so I'm very safe. Oh, no shot. No fucking shot. Wow, dude. Wow. They actually go Exsanguinate on my Crusader and they get the bleed. That is insane. That is insane. I'm losing this match, maybe. Let's go Manacles here. Alright, turn removed. Turn removed, but is it enough? Is it enough? I need some act outs out of this selfish. They're getting a lot of DOT on me that they shouldn't. Yeah, that is crazy amounts of DOT right there. Okay, they heal that as expected. Not heart attack recovery yet, so we're fine. We wanna... We don't want to bell yet because they want to flare. So let's go for just another Zealous here. Jesus, dude. Alright, just another Zealous. Oh, the corpse is still here. Piece of shit. Piece of shit corpse, I hate it. And yeah, we have to go through 2 Redeems and 2 Exsanguinates still on this Flagellant. Oh my god! Oh my god! Flagellant god is too big. Okay, Arbalest Pass is massive, actually massive, dude. Okay, what do we go for next then? I'm thinking another Manacles maybe, just to bring him down to 0. You don't do 9 damage. She got a roll for 9, by the way. That's crazy. That's crazy, chat. That's crazy, chat. Okay, what if we stun the corpse? I know it sounds stupid, but we're gonna stun the corpse here, and then we can go Zealous and get an immediate kill out of it, because we do 9 damage, I'm pretty sure. Unless they get like a crit punish here, but I won't let it happen. I still have 2 turns of guard, so I'm just gonna... Bellow causes a heart attack, and then Zealous is a guaranteed kill. Yeah, there's no world in which it rolls for less than 9 or whatever. And it's stress. Yeah. Bolster is good too, though. Bolster is good too. Wait, Command might be better. Command might actually be the move here, just to make sure that I don't miss my Zealous, you know? Yeah, I think this is better, because he has 20 freaking dodge on there. I don't have that much accuracy. Okay, Act Out Punish with a crit, just like I predicted. Okay, but there's no bleed, though. There's justice, it's fine. Pray that I don't crit a Flagellant for 15. Yeah, pray for that. And I do 8 to 13. Okay, hit him for 12. That's not enough. BH is gone. Nice. Beautiful. I might actually kill this Flagellant through heart attacks. Extra stress on the barks. The shadows come from at last. Extra stress on the Flagellant. And I'm doing okay here. She moves forward, so that forces a bola out of her. Okay, that's very low damage, but it is a push. It is a push. No cool. Uncool. Uncool. Alright, what do I do about this Flagellant? I could go stun just to bring him down to 0. I mean, force him down to 0, right? That sounds good. That sounds good, but that heals his stress, which I don't really want to do, so... I'm just gonna stun this Arbalest here. Yeah, let's go for her. Very surprised that I'm actually doing well in this matchup. Like, this is still a valid team in 2025, by the way. It's just that if you go against DOT and if you go against Flagellants with Gauntlet of Absolution, it usually doesn't work out too well for you. But in this situation, my opponent having, like, Piercing, Exotics enough made that they were very dependent on their Flagellant to actually, like, do the damage. So, yeah, they basically killed my doggy through punishes, and then I've been killing the rest of my entire fucking team with, basically just that Flagellant, right? Like, there were bleeds on my Abomination, bringing him down to 0. There was an Exsanguinate on my Crusader, and there were bleeds on my Men at Arms. Like, this Flagellant did all the freaking work, unironically, all the freaking work. Okay, they're gonna do that. Oh, that's fun. I have to start going for heals. One thing I could do, though, is that I'm still guarded, so I could go for self-heal here, because my Abomination turn is going to be useless regardless. I could go for a guard with the Men at Arms, And yeah, I can change the guard here. Oh, my opponent knows. My opponent's really smart. My opponent's really smart. Like, they're definitely not playing this strong. It's just that they're in a bad matchup. Yeah, I could go for this card here. Now I still have a lot of damage. So I do a crit for 14. That's nice. If I get another one of those, he's dead. I could go Manacles into Command Buff into Zealous. I think that's the move for me here. Because the Manacles will stress heal, and then... Oh, but he will be able to heal if I do that. He will be able to heal, but I think that would be fine. I think that would be fine. Let's go for the stun. Yeah, I think going for the stun here is the right move. That's a kill. Yeah, that's a kill with this... What?! What the fuck?! How did he heart attack?! How did he heart attack?! He stress healed! He wasn't at 200?! Okay, my opponent just surrenders, so we get the W anyway. Well, how the hell did he heart attack? What? So he went up to 200 stress, and then he stress healed, not for 10, he stress healed for like 7 or something, because like I did 10 stress, with the crit, he healed 10 stress, but I still caused a heart attack. That was actually really bad for me, because now Zealous wouldn't have been a kill. Maybe Zealous plus Bellow. But yeah, I got the stun anyway, so really not too much my opponent could do. Let's go for match number 2. I immediately rolled into a match, but thankfully it is not a rematch. I was totally expecting my opponent to now bring a counter pick. Let's see. What are we running against? It is a Kalashnikov. Okay. This is a matchup that, yeah, these are two teams that are kind of like both ancient, but it's like... How do I put it? It's like dinosaurs ancient versus like Egyptians ancient, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Okay, how do I want to win this? How do I want to win this? I think I've already lost. I don't know how I'm going to deal with this freaking occultist. The occultist actually wins the match for my opponent like really freaking hard here. They might go be Spile, so I have no accuracy. I have no accuracy. Oh my god. Maybe... Okay, I'm gonna start off by pushing this Man-at-Arms, actually. This makes it so I can maybe push the... Wow, I failed 75. Okay, I've lost. Yeah, I failed 75 on here, so maybe I could stun the Occultist later down the match, maybe push the Abomination to 4 later down the match, or if he went slam, then he would have to go in position 1, which would have been nice for me. So yeah, okay, they get that, which sucks, but maybe there's a silver lining to this. Maybe there's a silver lining to this. I'll have to go Holy Lands. Do I want to go? I'm gonna have to go aggressive. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go aggressive. Fuck it. It kind of sucks because they have plus 15 dodge, so I'm probably still gonna miss even with the command buff. But you know, itty what itty. Itty what itty. The problem here is that we're both like pretty pure stress teams, but their stress team is less position dependent than mine because my Crusader doesn't do stress now. He just goes Holy Lance and doesn't really get too much out of it. Like, the damage is nice, but unless it crits, it's not really going anywhere. And I'm anti-prot, while my opponent is kind of just very efficient at doing stress. So I kind of like gamble that my opponent's gonna do damage, and then that's gonna give me a very good matchup. Well, my opponent kind of just doesn't gamble on anything, just brings the all-rounder. The all-rounder is better for this matchup. Yeah, I still miss one. I don't get any crits either. That sucks, dude. That sucks. That bolster value. That bolster value. That bolster value. What do I want to do immediately? Maybe just go for another Holy Lance. Fuck it. Bring this guy down to 0. Maybe I can win the match off of that. Clueless. Clueless. And the 17, he is going down to 0. He is going down to 0. I have that going for me. I think I am going to go Bolster here. Yeah, Bolster is going to be helpful. So let's go Bolster and then maybe try to... I could stun him immediately, but what are they going to do here? Okay, immediate command, I see how it is. You know what? You know what I'm actually going to do here? I'm going to play this a bit nasty. I'm going to go for a stun here on the Abomination, and I'm gonna pray for a 25% kill with my doggy. When you're behind like this, you have to be greedy. You have to go for risky plays if you want to get the win, right? Even though the match hasn't really progressed anything special, if you're in a situation where you have a bad matchup, if you're like from behind, it's just like pretty much every single game. If you're from behind and your opponent is ahead and it's a PvP game, when you're behind, you have to take riskier plays to get the match back into safety, and if you're ahead, you have to take safer plays to make sure that you stay ahead, right? That's kind of the general idea of it. So yeah, they go for a heal on there, but at least I forced their occultist's hand to go for a heal, while I went for relatively efficient plays with my characters. Yeah, relatively efficient. The Abomination was going to be in one anyway, so it's not like I'm missing out on a bile or something. Now I can still go for the Hounsary, and yeah, the Holy Lances would have to be dropped anyway, so... I missed the Occultist. I missed the Occultist. I'm not a glass half empty kind of person. I saw the crit on my doggy, but I need to hit the Occultist too. I need to get everyone stressed out, like ASAP. Not getting them all stressed out? Not good. Not good. Okay, I'm gonna go Zealous on here, but I'm gonna do a lot less stress. Oh, I miss him! I missed the freaking... what the fuck, that sucks. And I don't really do that much stress because, yeah, they have Bolster and the guard buff. But yeah, you know, what can you do? Ah, I hate it. I hate it. I could go for the guard buff myself, but yeah, it's not worth. It's not worth. My doggy's in 4. Alright, you're gonna go Absolution on here. That's fine. That's one Absolution dropped. I still have the command buffs. I will... Yeah, let's just go Harry. Let's just go Harry. Not really too much to think about here. Lots of accuracy. Oh, I still missed, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy how I keep missing. Yeah, I can't afford it. I can't afford to get more misses. Like, I have attack whistle on 1 command buff. I get it, it's a 50-50 against the dog, but I really need some crits here to win. Okay, they're gonna go Bellow, but this is when we actually win. Because look, they do 11 stress, and watch the amount of stress that we do. Yeah, watch this. I miss. I fucking miss. I do 6, I do 13 and 14. Oh, I actually do less stress than they do. I actually do freaking less than they freaking do because of this doggy. Maybe I should be going guard. Maybe I should be going guard, but it's not like I'm gonna dodge anyway. Probably. Okay, I'm definitely gonna go guard break, like mindlessly here. I have a lot of plus damage. I might do 9 to... I might do 11. I do! Nice! Do I get a push? No, I don't. That's better for me. Okay, they have to heal here, or else they don't get the second transform. This might actually be winnable, because I can maybe stall with my Crusader at the end of the match if I, like, manage to kill, like, these two. Yeah, this might actually be winnable. They're gonna go heal here, please. That's fine. That's fine, I can live with that. Oh, 9 bleed! That's beautiful. How do I take advantage of it? You don't. That's the funny part. Aha. They can't go stun. I have to go command buff into... Yeah, it's just Crimson looks such a bad trinket to run on this Man at Arms, like, generally. Like, like, the thing about the Man at Arms is that he's not always dropping Bellows. You know, he's not always dropping Bellows. Against damage teams, like, sure, he's gonna be dropping Bellow, like, pretty much every turn, especially with this setup. But against most teams, he's using command buff, he's using bolster, and if you have 2 Bellow trinkets, it's just such a waste. If I had Numbing Instance, I would have been able to, like, stay out of affliction range for much longer. I would have been able to resist stuns in that damage matchup. And the Crimson Hook, like, I would get more Bellow value out of it regardless, because I would resist the stuns and I would stay alive for longer, so I end up getting the same stress out of Bellow that I would otherwise. It kind of feels a bit like that. Okay, they went for their Harry. I go Afflicted here, which is really bad, but I needed the accuracy from the command buff. I couldn't wait. There's no act out though, so that's nice. I do 9 damage. Beautiful. That's an affliction. Nice. And I hit the doggy, which is even better. Yeah, that's like the most important part here too. Okay, they go Hopeless. I have 2 shots I can either kill if the occultist doesn't heal for that much, or heals for 0. Maybe. Maybe. If we're really lucky. If we're really lucky. They go Stygian. Interesting. Interesting. I dig it. Okay, how do I want to respond to that? I could go Rake. You know, Rake is the ability of champions. Perhaps I go Rake into Zealous. I mean, Rake into Harry. Do you really want to risk that much? Like, I can just go stun here on the doggy. Dude, the stun hit chance sucks. The stun hit chance sucks, Shep. I might as well just do this. At least bring the doggy down to 0 faster. Yeah, Rake is actually the move here. And we're gonna have a 25 to get the kill. Come on. I might actually win this. Like, I'm doing better on the HP front than they are. Yeah, way better. If I kill this Abomination, it's over. If I don't, he gets to transform again, and my stress just spirals way out of control. Yeah, let's pray that's not the case. I really need to, like, not have an act out here. Yeah, I need like oh my god, that's so many afflictions. Oh, that's so many afflictions. Okay, I really need to not have like an act out. I need to go like masochistic. Okay, paranoid could be fine. Paranoid could be fine. No act out, beautiful. 25. Oh, I don't get it, and I miss too. I get a crit, but it's wasted stress, dude. It's wasted stress. Fuck. Okay, I really need an act out of this abomination. If there is justice, I will get it. Oh, they get masochistic men-at-arms. That's a virtue. Hopeless occultist is fine for me. Yeah. Alright, 19 stress. There is an act out. It happens again, dude! It happens again! It actually happens again! Dude, that's so cool. That's the second time it happened today. Ah, you freaking self-oops! Ah, the justice is overwhelming. Okay, oh, I failed a freaking bellow on him. 87 to hit. Where's the justice in that? It came and then it went. Alright, it came and then it went. Such words with English, Shep. You really are gifted. Alright. Alright, how do I do this? Oh my god, there's so much bleed on our men-at-arms. That's actually beautiful. Oh, how am I not dying? I guess they didn't get the second transform. They had to go for heals with the weird reconstruction, and the doggy was stuck guarding instead of going Harry. So like, they were playing Kalashnikov, but they just didn't get to play it because I just did too much damage with the Holy Lances. Dude, this is mind-blowing. This is mind-blowing. Maybe it was their men-at-arms that went wrong. Yeah, why did they go command buff? Their command buff was pointless. They had enough accuracy to hit me with the occultist anyway. They should have gone like just bellow spam or maybe even a guard on the abomination after pushing my crusader like that. Yeah. That is odd, but I managed to win that match somehow, dude. We gotta bring back the 2020 meta. It actually worked out really freaking nicely against both of these teams. Well, GG's to the classic stress team. I'd still take this off. Like, sure, it did some decent stress when I went for it, but like, why would you not run a carnival mask instead? Like, it is a 1 stress difference on every character. Like, sure, it adds up a bit, but not that much. Just the 4 accuracy alone is gonna counter that because you're gonna hit a bell that you wouldn't otherwise. Like, even if it's just 1 bell per match that you wouldn't otherwise, that's like 40 stress difference. You'd have to hit, how many bells is it? You'd have to hit 10 bellows on 4 characters with Crimson Hook just to get the same amount of value as like getting 1 extra bellow hit with the Carnival Mask's 4 accuracy. And you aren't always gonna have that extra stress health versus bleeding because the doggy can fail the bleeds can be cured, the bleeds can run out after your doggy dies. It's just so weird that he ran it and got like really successful with it. I still find this choice to be completely insane, but it's something that never slipped my mind because how brutal it is. Yeah, but it even if it's not a great choice, it really shows the idea of the team, right? So you want to do stress, you're like really desperate about it. Even though you're running like Bitfinder's Helm on the Abomination, make no mistake, this is not like a defensive team. This is not a defensive team whatsoever. This isn't the idea of the team, is to be defensive. The idea of the team is that you want to do more stress and you need to be alive to do more stress. So you can't just try to stay alive with these characters. And the Men-at-Arms was kind of just seen as like way too tanky anyway. So you kind of didn't have to run Pitfire's Helm on him. But yeah, anyway, hope you all enjoyed today's video and I'll see you again another time. Cheers!